going on? The channel is CP, and today we are doing MCSG chest routes on one of my probably top 3 favorite maps, Alaskan Village, and I still haven't changed my skin. But, oh my god, see that black? That's changed for me. Well, not for... I made a skin that fixed it, so that's all good. But we are doing... Whoa, that's stone. I don't want that. I want you. But we are doing MCSG chest routes on Alaskan Village. Probably my second favorite map, really. I love Alaskan Village a lot. So, yo, we're showcasing 2 routes. The first route we will be going on is east, so you're going to head east. You're going to go from spawn, you're going to go east, you're going to fly, or not fly, you're going to walk all the way down, or run, or whatever you do to get to your chest. You're going to run all the way around, through around here, and this will get you to your first tier 2. There's also a tier 1 right here. If there's people chasing you, you can try and get a weapon. But I usually just bypass that and go over here. And in this building, there's another tier 1 right here. You can grab that right there. That's a tier 1. You can go through this building. I'm pretty sure there is a tier 2 under somewhere. No? I thought that was. My bad. But there's definitely, if you go out here, there is a ladder. Let me just fly out here. I want to head over here on the side and fly around. There's a ladder over here, and this will lead you up to a tier 2 all the way up here. Now, just flop on over here, go up this ladder, and then right there is a tier 2. You just go on here, and then you just have to make the jump. It's possible. No, it's not possible. My bad. You just, I'm pretty sure, how did I do this? I've gotten this chest multiple times before, and I don't remember how I do it. I'm pretty sure what I do last time. I did something, and I got it. Oh, yeah. You jump onto there, and then, yeah, that's possible because it's 3+1. So you just jump on here, and then you just go around, and yeah, there you go. It's a lengthy way, but it's a tier 2, so it's worth it. So you can go grab that. And the next thing you want to do is you want to just head back down. Obviously, don't fall. Take the ladder back down. And then you want to head down this way, over here. And right up here, in this little thing, there's a tier 2. It is up here. It's a pretty nifty jump because you got to, like that. There you go. And then there's a tier 2 right there that you can grab. There's a tier 1 over here if you keep heading this way. And then this will lead you to 2 more tier 2s. So you got the tier 2 over here. If you go under this, this is a tier 1. But the tier 2 that I'm talking about is in this. It is right in here. I found this out when I was playing actually against one of the really good players. Oso, you guys have heard me talk about him before, but that's a tier 2. And then if you go over around here, you'll see a ladder on this thing, and you can climb that up and then take this basically back to spawn, and it will give you a tier 2 along the way. So I'm just going to fly it because it's not worth it. This is a tier 1, but you just want to fly all the way down, or keep saying fly. You want to run all the way down, and then you'll get to this part. And then when you're here, just jump on the ladder, and then you just want to basically just parkour your way over to this thing over here. And then up here, oh, I just flew up, but it's possible. And then you got another tier 2 right there. So that's 4 tier 2s on this route. And then basically you just take the pipe back down. You just go back around, and, oh, I fell. But you take the pipe back down. I mean, from here, you're pretty much a safe falling distance. You'll survive. So that's what I usually do. I don't really take this route anymore because my route is really OP now. So I will go ahead and show you guys that now. Alrighty, guys, we're back. We are going to be heading on the north route, which is probably my favorite route. Now, this is something I've newly done, and I haven't done it in any of my videos because I figured this out recently. But you can take this bridge. It's northwest, but you can take this bridge, and there's a tier 2 right there off the start. And then what you can do is you can take this path all the way down here, take it over here, follow this path down, and this will lead you to this part of the map over here. And this part of the map is pretty awesome. It has 3 tier 2s all around it, and there's tier 1s everywhere too. So we'll start with the tier 1s. There's a tier 1 right there, and there's a tier 1 right there. So you can get 2 nice tier 2s right off the bat. And then in this house, there's a tier 2 right there, which is awesome. And then if I go in the cave, there are 3 more tier 1s and the tier 2. So there's the first tier 1. And then this one I also found recently too. If you go around here, I found this out from the Power Within. You can grab a tier 1 right there. And there's another tier 1 right there. But the tier 2 is down here, right there. That's a tier 2, and it works out pretty freaking amazing. So then we're going to head all the way back up, and you want to head on top of this crane. Now, this crane up here has a tier 2 on top of it. I will show you guys that in a second. Let me just fly up here, and then on this top of this crane, there's a tier 2 right there. It works out beautiful. It's great. So you already have 4 tier 2s on your route, and we're not even halfway through. So you come down here, you grab this tier 1. If somehow you still don't have a weapon, there you go. You come up to this radio tower. Now here's where it gets iffy. Now sometimes people will go from another way and take this house, But I take the house later because I'd rather get the 3 tier 2s in that area. But you can grab that tier 2 right there. And then there's a tier 2 in this house. Actually, no, let's start with a tier 1 on top. So if you're going around here, you can go on top of this part of the snow right here and pop up here. I thought this was a tier 2 the first time, but it's a tier 1. It should be a tier 2 with its location, but it's not. And you can go in here, and in this door is a tier 2 right there. And I'm like speed running this, dang. So that is 6 tier 2s now. So we're going to head down here. We're going to go to the right of the pathway, and you can see a chest down there. And this is another tier 2 on the route, so that'll bring it up to 7 tier 2s. I also found that one recently on my route as well. So that brings it up to 7 tier 2s. And I think we're almost done here. We got 3 more tier 2s. So you head down this pathway, and you'll see this little leaf pile. Now, you guys can't see it because I'm in fast graphics. If I go to video settings and make it fancy graphics, you guys can see that there's a chest in there, and that chest is a tier 2. And if you guys wonder why I don't like to play on fancy, it's because it makes me lag a little bit more when I'm recording, so I don't like to do that. But anyway, we're going to head on top of this tree now. So basically what you're going to do, you want to break those 2 leaves on the tree, and you want to parkour your way onto that leaf right there. And then just basically, you want to break your way up to that chest right there, and you can grab that, and that's another tier 2. So that'll bring you up to 9 tier 2s on this route. And then it gets even better, because you can head all the way down here, and this one's usually taken by now, but still sometimes people don't realize it. There's a tier 1 right there, and then on top of the house, there is a tier 2, and then under the house is a crafting table right there with another tier 1. So yeah, that's basically it for the route. It's really awesome. But another thing is there's also 3 tier 2s over here that I thought I should mention. This is a tier 1. It should be a tier 2, but it's not. But yeah, there's a tier 2 right here in this water fountain that I found like 2 days ago. And then, but usually people come here as their own route. I don't like it that much because you don't get that many tier 2s. But then a lot of people skip on this double chest tier 2 in this house. And Will actually taught me that a lot of people skip in there. I did not know that. I thought that was like a known thing and everyone like rushes that. But it's not. And people don't know about it. And then sometimes you can go from there and you have 10 tier 2s. And then all of a sudden you have 13 tier 2s. And it's ridiculous. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chest Routes. If you did, remember to leave a like. And remember to comment down below. I didn't say this in the beginning. We're going to do Hub Games or Excavation Zero. So you guys can leave a comment down below. Hub Games or Excavation Zero. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.